Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Radiant team pick.
Brewmaster!
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Skywrath Mage.
Radiant team
I
pick.
speak for the trees.
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Dire team pick.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the Dota Pit League Season number 2, second series of the tournament. Denial Esports versus Hellraisers here in a 2-game series. We're already well into the draft of game number 2. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. Again, my name is Bob. Joining me today, as always, or for the first time in quite a while, actually, is Bobby, it's been a while. How are you doing, man?
10 seconds remaining.
Excited that mic problems are fixed?
Yes.
Extremely pleased.
remaining.
We did it.
Real quick apologies to everybody in Dota TV that
Reserve time.
listened to that. I can't even imagine how frustrating that is to listen to when you want to hear Malt, who's awesome. You got some idiot that sucks at computers. Anyway,
Radiant
the important thing here is the
team
game,
pick.
and we've got a lot of similar bans in the first phase. Denial does not want to give art styles Team Hellraisers Terrorblade at all, and likewise art style does not want to give Denial Tree or
Dire
Wisp.
team pick.
Both of those heroes need to go away, he says. In terms of picks, first pick Brewmaster, countered with the DP and Skywrath for Denial, and Dread is going to play Nature's Prophet again, most likely for Hellraisers.
Yeah, and this is actually huge for Denial Esports to grab the DP and the Skywrath against the Brewmaster. It's very important that they make sure they get an Ancient Seal or some sort of silence off before Brew can ult. Obviously, that gets a
10
bit more tricky
seconds
when he
remaining.
does have his Blink Dagger, but with that being said, it's not like Exorcism still
5
isn't going to do
seconds
work on those
remaining.
Brewlings, especially at its level 3 ult. So you have a lot of really good lockdown, and plus a Clockwork Skywrath mage
Reserve
together is
time.
very solid. And with the way Denial played in that first game, I wouldn't be surprised if they can absolutely roll over Hellraisers in this one. However, Hellraisers, they played pretty well in the last game. We'll have to see if they can transition into the late game a bit
Radiant
better
team
than last
pick.
time.
If there were just some really clutch plays and really strong mid-game map movement coming out from Denial last game that put them ahead, Funzy's Invoker was ridiculous, and that just it put in way too much work.
Yeah, that Invoker, we talked about it.
And the
Dire
Clinks
team
too,
banned.
really.
The Clinks as well, yeah. Gerald played a fantastic Clinks game, but the Invoker hit almost every single one of his Sunstrikes, and it wasn't even that necessarily. It was the fact that he got the Necro through early on. He was able to get a lot of fantastic hexes off, like you talked about when we saw that Earthshaker initiation. Just really solid
Radiant
heads-up play from
team
Funzy,
banned.
and having the, just having the presence of mind to be able to use all of his abilities as quickly as possible and get everything done. So his Invoker, it's not going to be banned, but it's not going to be picked
Dire team
either. It
pick.
looks like they don't really want to deal with it. They already have the Death Prophet already, so there's no point. They're going to grab the Enigma here, so
Radiant
this is
team
very
pick.
interesting now, and it maybe... it's kind of the Wraith King carry here. Skywrath Mage, Enigma support, Clockwork Offlane is what I'm thinking about for Denial
Dire
Esports.
team
And
pick.
Hellraisers end up with a Weaver with their last pick.
I think Dials looked at it and said, okay, we can get away with picking Enigma this game because they have Sand King. He's a hero that doesn't want to go into an aggressive tri-lane because he really needs the levels and farm. And he can get a lot of that from his own jungle. So they thought, okay, we'll get a little bit greedy as well, and we'll get Enigma so we can jungle that up and not fall behind and
Prepare
support
for
farming
battles.
levels. And Enigma definitely farms the jungle a lot faster than Sand King. Sand King can't start until level 3, and Enigma does it at level 1.
Yeah, and that's the benefit when you have two junglers going at it. I think that the Enigma is going to get involved very early on here, whereas Hellraisers, you have to farm that blank for Dubas, and it's going to take a period of time. And he is actually heading top, and they might even run an aggressive tri-lane here with this Weaver, and just try to shut down the farm of Geralt and the Wraith King. A tough hero to shut down, to be sure. This could be some early clashing, in this brief early game here, and I think that may dictate where this game goes. If the Weaver can get farmed from this lane, that can be very important. But this aggro tri-lane could also just go absolutely horribly for Hellraisers in this top lane. So
There's when
30
you're 3 heroes
seconds
against
to
2.
battle.
As long as you know where the Enigma is, you can be very aggressive in that lane. They just have to make sure they keep tabs on the Enigma.
yeah.
Enigma chose to make Eilons to scout with out of the Treant. Very smart decision. He is going to have to use one of his clarities early, which he already did.
That's fine. But the fact that he's
Yeah.
getting information up in the top lane, I think, is more important than
You only
anything
need
else.
3 clarities to be able to farm up your Soul Ring anyway.
Yes.
The
So
battle
it's not a
begins.
huge deal.
He's sitting right now in Clarities, the Smoke, as well as an Observer Ward. So he actually wants to get involved pretty early on here in terms of his ganking with the Smoke to see. Before we go any further here, guys, it is game number 2. Last game of the day. We'll have a day off tomorrow, I believe, unless things change. And then we'll be back on, I think it's the 2nd of October. And that should be, there's a series that I can't remember off the top of my head. I believe it's Snob versus Empire will be the next one that we see. Smoke is broken here already. He smoked up and he was looking to wrap on mid. He sees a couple of the wards being placed down, so the sentries are being used. They are warding this jungle, and that means that, fucking that, he's going to head down to the bottom jungle and try to get some farm there, so.
The supports just smoked up to follow him or go for a kill on mid.
Looks like they are going to try to go for a kill on Funzy here, who had a fantastic start in the last game. We'll see if he can stay alive. He's playing pretty low here. He understands that they're missing. They're off the map right now. So he's just going to sit back. Whereas in the top lane, Draw still just CSing right up against art style. But again, let's get in some introductions. Draw will be on the Wraith King. And we'll have the Skywrath Mage played by Creo. But hold that thought. Dubas is looking for, looks to be a Burrow Strike, but they can't get it in range. Nice concussive shot coming out from Creo there. For the rest of Denial, you've got in the mid lane, Funzy. Oh.
The other nice thing that they did there was Roll went and tanked the Sinclair to make sure that Creo didn't get body blocked, and that's the only way that he could have died there. Skyra has 325 move speed.
It's just the small plays, the little plays that are really impressive to me, and the fact that you caught that is also fantastic. So, Denial stay alive in this top lane. Meanwhile, like I said, mid lane is Funzy, QSDF. Bottom lane, it's going to be Matt in the jungle playing the Enigma, farming up aggressively. And then, of course, pairs Sachiga on the Clockwork, almost in the CS right now. Now, this is a mid lane Brewmaster with the top CS right now, or at least, back and forth between the top CS. So, we'll have to see how things go here in the mid lane for the Brew as the Crypt Storm kit keeps getting up on him. So, we'll have to see.
Clockwork chose to max Rocket this game, which I think is a little interesting. If you max Battery Assault and you're against Furion, plus you have the support of an Enigma, you could get a lot of kills on this Furion. But he chose to just go for max Rocket this game, which rank 4 rockets early on are a huge nuisance to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely, and just across every lane as well.
Mad also rank 2 stun. He's going for a kill. Or
Yeah, they want to fight. They know that he's probably in this jungle here, but you still have to be. You still have to try to go out and get CS for Dread. So we'll see if he gets caught out here. Meanwhile, there is going to be some rotation into the jungle coming out from Hellraisers. But first and foremost, Mad is looking for a kill here on Dread. He's sitting pretty far back. They're going to try to go now. Malphite is ready. It's going to connect. And they will try to get the battery assault going here. The Cogs first, maybe. They will get the Cogs up. There's the battery assault. They've got Flare. This is going to be your first blood. Dread going down. And Paris getting involved. Mad comes through with a well-timed gank. And they're getting more off this bottom lane than the top right now, obviously, coming out from Denial. Obviously, Hellraisers are putting a lot of aggression on this top lane, but it looks like it doesn't matter necessarily.
That was really well played from Mad. If you want to do anything as Enigma in terms of aggression, you need rank 2 stun. Rank 1 stun is awful and does absolutely nothing. He recognized that they had a kill opportunity on Dread, went for rank 2 stun, and made the kill work.
And we see a lot of Enigmas pick up Midnight Pulse here. Do you pick up Midnight Pulse at 5, or...?
Right now he probably won't pick it up early at all. He'll just keep maxing elements to farm faster. If you're farming in your own jungle and you can free farm it and have 0 pressure applied to you, you get Midnight Pulse to accelerate your farm. He had pressure applied to him by the warding of Hellraisers, so he chose to go for stun and play more aggressive this game instead of just playing a farm only Enigma in the early game to get to a really quick 6.
I think that's important. The fact that Mad gets involved in that kill is huge. Meanwhile, mid lane...
Dread has to continue playing scared on bottom lane.
Yeah. He's finally moving up now, but still. Funzy in the mid lane looks like he was maybe getting ganked for a second there, but it looks like they've rotated around. They have no smoke on them. They might have used it to get there. I'm not sure. Yoki does pick up the double damage rune, so you've got to be careful here. But again, Funzy's getting some witchcraft stacks. He's getting, of course, obviously his boot's going to come out soon. He has the Null Talisman, obviously, which is helpful for the right click. But Yoki's actually leading the way in terms of CS in this mid lane and in the game as well. And top lane, too. Artstyle and the Weaver getting a lot of CS here. So maybe not the fastest start for Denial like they had the last game. Wraithfire Blast, custom shot. Ancient Seal not coming through. Still taking some damage. Burrow Strike coming in from Dubas. They had the Sentry Ward. They couldn't get the kill. Dubas with a greatly timed Sentry, or excuse me, Burrow Strike to come in and make sure that they cannot secure that kill.
And Denial chose to get a little bit aggressive on top lane because they saw Venge bottom lane as he was attacking Eidolons and forcing Enigma out of that jungle. And Enigma was like, okay, fine, I'll just get my boots and get back to the top lane and start farming my own jungle now that you've rotated around and you're under level because you're running around the entire map instead of doing stuff.
That's the thing, man. The levels for the supports right now for Hellraisers are a bit of a problem. However, they're putting some pressure on Giral right now. You can't get as much farm as you would like. And maybe you still go for a Midas at some point, but he's still pretty far behind. Yes, the Clockwork and yes, the Death Prophet are doing well, but when it comes to straight up CS and straight up farmers, you have a really farmed Brewmaster, or at least a decently farmed Brewmaster in Artstar.
Immune is sitting in the trees, and Bunzi just scouted up the hill to see if Immune was up there, but he didn't check the trees.
Oh no.
So now that he knows he's not up there, he might get a little bit more aggressive and die in his split.
They see Immune, he's looking for a Magic Missile, but I mean, he's just so slow. He doesn't have boots on a bench. He's not able to do anything. The Magic Missile goes, and it's back here for Funzy, so he just sits back and he's fine.
Yuki was already backing up and get it over to bottom rail.
Oh, hook shot! Regen word picked up for Paris, but I don't think I'll have to use split here. He doesn't do enough damage, and well, TP coming in from Dread. Paris trying to juke, but there's the Sprout coming in. There's going to be the split as well. He's in trouble. They're going to try to focus Cyclone first. Paris is regenning up as well. Cogs are going to go. They're rotating back in. Mad. He doesn't have Black Hole, I don't believe. In fact, no. And meanwhile, they're still chasing after a lot of these heroes. Funzy as well. You can see up in the air. That'll be Mad. Yoki now caught out. There's going to be Malphite coming through. Do they have the damage? Cryptstorm is going to connect. They need a couple more right clicks. And the Flare Water 2 should do the job. He sticks up as well. He's staying alive. Cryptstorm does not connect. And Yoki gets out somehow. Miraculously. Ooh, that was close.
You know, there was a fight at the same time in the top lane that we both missed.
Nice.
But there's a lot of low HP heroes up here.
Yeah, it looks like it.
No one died.
Yeah, Weaver and Dubas both sitting very, very low in HP. Artstyle does have his treads now. No regen other than his wand, however, so he might have to go back home at some point or Fairy Salve or something. And, yeah, down here in the bottom lane, Sakshika, he does have his hook shot, but I think he needs help in order to get a kill. Maybe, I'm not sure. He can maybe get a solo kill on Dread at this point.
too low mana to go for a solo kill.
Yeah, not quite. Flares just to get some more creeps. And
plus, with only rank 3 battery assault and the trans being there, I don't think you can try for it. It's too risky. If one TP comes in, they can turn around on him.
That's true. So we'll just stay alive for the time being. Sitting back at his tier 1 tower. Tread's now done. Maybe another null tile's been coming out for Dread in that bottom lane. Art style again still fumbling away. Jarral has gotten not much room to work with here. 15 last hits, and he's. Yeah, this isn't looking that great for the safe lane farmer of Denial at this point in time. Whereas Hellraisers, they're doing pretty well. I mean, this is a game where you've got art style. If he can get enough farm, he can start going to town. I mean, maybe not a Spectre necessarily in the late game, but it's still pretty solid. Yoki getting chased down. He doesn't have his split. TP coming through for Dread. They're going to try to turn this around. Ancient Seal. Matt has no black hole mana right now. You can always soul ring if necessary. You might do so to get this kill. Matt can turn around, soul ring and black hole. He's going to do it. There it goes. Sitting at just barely at HP. Wave of Terror actually kills him unbelievably. Hook shot into Yoki. The Ancient Seal, not enough. Still doesn't have his split ready to go. They can't bring Yoki down. He's too tanky. Finally, the Crypt Swarm for the low ground will get it done, but Funzy will pay for his sins. Goes down, and a 2-for-2 trade. Oh man, that hole. I really wanted to see the black hole, but they were all rotating over. They knew that hole was going to go off, so interesting choice.
That was
His
a
bottom
bunch
tower
of
is
much
under
needed
attack.
experience for the supports on Hellraisers.
Still level 4 though.
Recap, they both got 500, they both got to level 4 after that fight. And Dubas, before that fight, I want to say that he was level 3, he had 2 points in stun. He was committed to playing aggressively and not falling back on his ability from the jungle and stack.
I like the fact that he's doing so. He has reincarnation, mind you, but they just want to force it at the very least. And it will go down. Now he's going to split now as well. It does get up. Now Jarral in trouble. He does throw up the Wraith Fire Blast. Nicely juked by Dubas. Magic Missile as well. Jarral is about to fall. Artstyle comes in just to get the last hit. Kill secured for the Weaver. Very nice.
And Artstyle and Weaver got a nerf. Gives him some HP, and it's actually a pretty good item on Weaver.
I mean, if you're ganking, you're getting kills.
If you're playing aggressively, yeah.
I think it's a smart choice here, getting involved early on in the game.
It just shows that, like, his item and the skill build for Dubas maxing stun, not looking from the jungle to get his blink, they want to keep the pressure on. That which is obvious.
Yeah, that's important. You can't let Funzy get these levels up, get towards that level 2 ultimate now, although it's going to happen eventually. Now Denial are starting to put some split pushing pressure on these tier 1 towers in the mid lane, but they're certainly not going to take it. It looks like they'll be able to, we'll see. Sinking a lot of harass here, and everyone's still staying in the jungle for Hellraiser, so. Meanwhile, Malphite's on Dubas right now. He has no mana for a Burrow Trick. He does have Sandstorm. Oh, again, he jukes it. So difficult to deal with.
I'm surprised that Drill isn't stop casting stuns to throw most of the animation out there and then stop it before it actually goes off and waste the Burrow or the Sandstorm. If he can juke or bait out the Sandstorm, he could have gotten that kill. Oh, Drill's in trouble again.
Maybe not. Well, he might fall here with his help. Drill, in fact, will go down. Reaper does come through. They hook shot in on Dread as well. This might be a 2-for-1 exchange. So at the very least, they get a couple of good trades going the way of Hellraisers. So Yoki and the rest of Artstyle and everybody else are going to back off. Funzy's going to get right-click down. Crypt Swarm coming through. That'll connect on a couple of the heroes. Artstyle just earns himself back up. He's fine. The cogs going through. That did nothing, really. They just didn't want to...
Funzy.
Yeah,
he said hi to him, give him a hug.
I was like, I don't know about that one, but...
That was a risky smoke coming out from Hellraisers. They're just going balls to the wall aggressive this game.
Uh-oh, Mad. Look out, buddy. He's got his, he's actually got his mech done. So if they want to try to fight here, they can. He'll have hull up back in 8 seconds. So...
to make another note about item or skill builds rather, Skywrath has 3 points in silence right now. He's level 6. When you do this build on Skywrath, you do absolutely no damage other than your ultimate. That 5-second cooldown on Arcane Bolt, and it hits for, I think it just kind of tickles heroes at this point. Since he's a support, he's got to get effective ults off and silences, or he's kind of worthless in team fights.
Yeah. And Creo played the same hero in the last game, I believe.
Yep.
And he was pretty effective with it. His Mystic Flares weren't always on point, but he had some good Ancient Seals to help out secure kills with Jarral and the Clinks. So,
he needs to hook up now that he's level 6 with Clock. We should going on bottom now. Just follow him around and go for pickoffs. Even if the Venge swaps out the primary target, it's gonna
Right, getting caught out. Nice swap coming through. Immune's not even gonna fall yet. Mystic Flare. See some work there. Meanwhile, there's the Exorcism going to split, but that's into a level 2 ult. But there's the black hole on all of the pandas. Can they kill all of them? Silence up on the Wind Panda. The Earth is still alive, the last one to do so. I don't think they can bring him down by the time he's about to respawn, but they cog him. Maybe they can. He's about to respawn, and Yoki, he will go back to his main form. It looks like Bunzy getting chased down, doing a lot of damage to Arstyle. Will get the kill, gets a double kill at the end. Now they're chasing after Yoki. Denial having a fantastic fight. There's going to be the cogs again. Wraith Fire Blast. Yoki's about to fall. Big fight for Denial. That'll get them back right into the game, and they're doing some work now. And they're going to try to take this tier 1 tower off the back end of it.
Artstyle double
Radiant's
damage
bottom tower is under
by
attack.
bottom rune. Came into the fight
Radiant
and just
structures are
got silenced
fortified.
because of these sentry wards over
Dyer's
here. They
middle
saw him run up
is
the
under
hill
attack.
and
Dyer's
time
structures
lapse.
are fortified.
First he gets hit by Bunzy Silence, then he gets hit by Skywrath. They do Death Prophet, but they also kill
Radiant's bottom tower is
That's a
fortified.
huge fight. Yeah, not only Arstyle, but just, I think it was 4 heroes at the end? Maybe
You
everybody?
died and then revived and TP'd back in.
So yeah, everybody really going down there.
Yes.
Huge fight for Denial. That gets them down to a 3,000 net worth lead. It's a nice start, but where does it go from here? 5,000 experience lead for Denial. That's almost level 2 ultimate for the Death Prophet. And with the Max Witchcraft, it actually looks like she was at the level 2 ultimate, but now her damage is going to be ridiculous. And so next time, if you can black hole those 3 Brewlings and have a level 2 ultimate for Death Prophet on top of it all, there's a good chance that those Brewlings die. You know, they were pretty close to dying the first one. So.
And I think the big thing in that fight was they initiated on to Furion. The swap was there, so Venge died instead of Furion, but the place that Venge was positioned, Venge was over here, and the Furion got hooked here. So you're swapping Furion where he has one place to run into a corner and death. And that's just, that's not what you want.
Maybe a miss swap there. Hook shot not connecting in the mid lane on
The
Yoki.
positioning of Venge was just not the greatest there.
She just got. Yeah, I think if you were just just anywhere over in this
Dyer's
vicinity
structures
instead
are
of here
Yeah.
and into there, I don't know.
Just give your man an escape route.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's just like, sorry, you're in the corner. Artstyle, Wraith Fire Blast is gonna go. They have the sentry. Ancient Seal, Mystic Flare. Artstyle is gonna fall. Great pick from Giral as well. You talked about the Mystic Flare. It's huge. Well, they will use the reincarnation, and that is level 1, by the way. Oh, there's the split coming in as well. And they can't even get the kill on that Brewmaster. Cyclone up, that'll be on, of course, Trio. It's getting chased down, taking a lot of damage from Nature Trap. Still okay. Mad comes in, and Ancient Seal, that'll be on the Panda, so there's no Cyclone. Nicely done there. But here's the big fight coming in. Burrow Strike. It's been Epicenter. It looks like he's got it, but he doesn't use it. Two-Box gets blown up. Hook shot in onto Yoki, and Immune chasing Immune down now. Looks like he'll fall. Keeping out from Dread, he'll make it away. Immune is not going to be so lucky.
Yoki is stuck and doesn't have a TP. They just think about to know exactly where he is.
Blair's gonna go. Yeah, he is absolutely done. Yoki's gonna get hit up with the Wraith Fire Blast. He's about to fall as well. And Denial are just, they're winning all of these fights with just superb play. Although Giral is now stuck. No, he's not. He's good. Never mind.
In top lane, Funzy was getting chased down by Artstyle. Dread TP's in,
Dyer's
but
middle tower
he
is under
just
attack.
TP's out. He was using his ult to get pressure on the tier 1.
Very nice. Denial all over the map right now, getting really good trades, getting really good fights, taking the tier 1 tower bottom, tier 1 tower mid's already gone, and then maybe their next focus is up here on the offlane. Usually you see the offlane tower go down first, but they really haven't touched it. And now they're going to head over to Roshan as well. No downline it looks like though, but they can keep creating Eidolons. Exorcism was used for Funzy, and yeah, we were talking about his ult going for a tower. Funzy now.
Aggressive Triline to punish the jungle Enigma, shut down Wraith King, and Wraith King has still been effective this game because it works fine.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
He's a support hero that's going to be farming later on in the game because he wasn't able to get farm early on. And
So-
he's got enough gold to go for a Maelstrom, which looks like it's going to be his choice. He obviously would have bought a blanket if he wanted
My
it.
death means nothing
Oh.
next to
I'll
ours.
catch up and farm eventually.
Yeah, he could go for Midas like we saw earlier, but I don't think that's the case. I think he's just going to pick up the Maelstrom. Yeah, exactly. He'll pick up the Maelstrom probably next. Maybe the Windmill, but I doubt that. That's
Yeah, I think we also want that already.
yeah, so should be a Maelstrom coming out here in just a moment. Weaver sitting on the top of net worth right now. He's got his Lincoln Sphere soon. He just needs the Perseverance, which is not too far away, but man, that kid's kind of he becomes a bit more difficult to kill. They've done a nice job of using the Ancient Seal to lock him down and make sure he can't time lapse, but with of course the Lincoln Sphere now, it gets that much harder to bring him down.
And also using the DP silence.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Point when he sees the Weaver, and they've been bringing sentries to every fight as well.
Funzy's on point is just the motto, the mantra of this series right now.
Yeah.
He's just playing so damn well. It's actually really good. And we'll see if they can take it into the mid to late game and take a victory over Hellraisers and get their first 2-0 in this Dota Pit Season 2 opening day. Flare coming in. There's the time lapse out from the Weaver. He's backing away. 18 minutes in. 6 to 15 the score, and surprisingly enough. So
Dire's middle tower has been denied. Radiant's top tower
the
has
deny
been
from Dread.
denied.
2 denies across the board. One for one side, one for the other. Yoki gets brought low. He gets put out of position. That's a huge pickup too. Brewmaster now down for 39 seconds. Meanwhile, Malphite's going in art style. And that kill nets them about a 700 gold change.
That Brewmaster almost got his ult off. He had an Invisivern, so he felt safe, but Creo on the Skywrath had sentries for it. He dodged the hookshot coming out from Sakshika, and then as he's about to finish his animation for his ultimate, he gets hit with Wraith Fire Blast, and Skywrath ult follows that up, and he's just dead.
Dead. Just dead.
It's like a quarter of a second off of living, if that.
Unfortunate, but he does go down. And you were right, Gerald does pick up the Maelstrom, so.
Yep, top lane tower goes down to the Death Prophet that was ulting. And
well, it got denied by Dread, actually.
It did? Okay. And mid tower got denied by Mad, so okay.
Yeah.
They traded denied towers.
Exactly. But that's it. There's the Weaver getting his Lincoln Sphere. Purchased up now, applies the TP as well. He's set. I mean, this is gonna help a lot, but is it enough? I mean, he's not building damage yet, obviously, but.
I think the BKB.
Ooh, boy.
Only Venge swap to cancel it.
That's true. If you can't get the Venge, that could be a problem, but.
And 7 range swap for rank 1. He's got to be really careful with his positioning so he doesn't get silenced while going for the swap.
Yes, that's true. That's I think your priority for Creo.
The rank 2 swap, so you have that range. But while the roaming they did early, he's only level 8 at 20 minutes. Sand King's doing a bit better. He's level 9. He's got his Blink Dagger. You really want to get that rank 2 ultimate for Sand King though.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, it absolutely is. But he's still kind of far away from it. Although 9 to 10 and 10 to 11 aren't the most, experienced.
Yeah, 11 to 12. We get
yeah, that's the.
You get 22 experience.
That's actually the most ridiculous thing in the world when you're playing a pub. You're just like, I can't get past level 11. Damn it! It's so frustrating sometimes, but. For now, we just worry about getting to level 11. As they Exorcism, they throw some Eidolons up. They have a really nice alcove here, but there's a smoke coming out from Hellraisers. This could be a big fight. Yoki gets silenced immediately. They might try to bring him down. Berserk coming in. Yoki, another silence. Beautifully done from Funzy as well as the Skywrath. And now Matt is on a mission. He wants to get maybe somebody with a black hole, but he got the swarm on him at the last second. Beautifully done, though, from Denial in that situation. How did he get that ancient seal off? I don't even know how he got the ancient seal off. That was impressive from Creo.
He's sitting there with it pre-clicked, and at that point you just guessing who's going to go on. You hit your ancient seal hotkey, and then you just spam left click, or you're spamming that hotkey with quick cast on, and your mouse cursor over where you think he's going to blink. One of the two. Just so you can instant silence the hero. And if you are the Brewmaster in this case, if you don't have the BKB, you better be blink ulting.
Yeah, you can't blink clap in this situation.
The clap ult.
It's just too much. It's too long. You'll never get that ult off if that's the case. And I think that Hellraisers know this now. Yoki definitely knows this. And the thing is, even if you do blink ult, there's no 100% chance that you're gonna get it off.
This is the right couple of pixels on the screen, you're getting silenced.
Yeah, that's it. And then that fight turns pretty sour. And also the fact that the silence that came up from Funzy afterwards was just even more impressive to me. Hook shot in. They're going to try to take him down. There's the Ancient Seal. Mystic Flare. Yoki again going down. Great pick coming out for Denial again. Now the BKBs are starting to pile up here for Denial. For Hellraisers, they're nowhere close, really. I mean, obviously, you had to get the blink for Yoki. He's trying to go for an Aghanim Scepter, and I think he should have went PKB first in that situation. You don't need to get the Ags early on. You just need to be able to get your ultimates off, but I don't know. It just feels like Hellraisers are pulling pretty far behind now. As you can see, the 7,500 net worth lead for Denial at this point.
And Weaver, despite having Lincolns, he's working towards the Deso. He needs to get that Deso up so we can actually do some damage, but even then, it's going to be a really hard team fight for me to do. He has to worry about Black Hole, he has to worry about Death Prophet's ult doing a lot of damage to him. It's a hard game to be above.
Very hard.
Dread's got Necro 3 gold right now if he wants to buy it, or he can save for buyback.
Well, that actually...
And Dread is keeping his treants split up and around him. That way it's a lot harder for him to get hit by a Clockwork Hook.
Yeah, that's actually just a really nice play. You don't need the treants to be able to jungle either at this point in time, so...
Yeah, but now he's using Clockwork, so he just jungles with him.
Yep.
Making sure he's safe.
Well, Clockwork is going right down mid lane. He's getting close to an Aghanim. He's actually just 1,000 gold away from getting it, which is going to be a really nice pickup for them. Art style.
Picked up on Sand King.
Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now it's their time to fight. This could be Denial walking into a trap essentially with this level 2 ult coming off, but it really comes down to him hitting that epicenter. They will pop the exorcism. They're looking for a Tiki Tower, and the silence is that's a big thing here.
It's all about the initiation.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Where is that Sand King? There he is, in the trees over here. He's ready to go. Alright, he's channeling it up. He's ready to go. He's about to blink in, throw Epi. They blow up the Death Prophet. Mad in trouble now, taking some damage. BKB, Black Hole going. Art style. They want to get this kill on him, but he will not get a time lapse going through. But they do blow up the Sand King. They're all coming in. They throw the Wraith Fire Blast as well, but they don't get it. They get out of range of the Sentry Ward on the low ground. Bruise Split still going through. 3 for 2 trade. And this is a great fight going for Hellraisers right now. Giraw's trying to TP out of there. It looks like he will make it. And they actually lost Mad at the end of that as well. They were not expecting the level 2 ultimate. It blew up Bunzy. And boy, it did some work that fight.
Mad's TP was about a half second too late, and he died like a 10th of a second before he was going to get out. He must have hit the wrong keybind or something, resulting in his death. But that was, like I said, all about the initiation. Hellraisers got amazing initiation out of their Sand King, and Brewmaster got his ult off. So they crushed that fight.
Yeah, that's actually huge. That fight going the way of Hellraisers.
They've also got the Necrobook 3 up for the Wraith King, which makes his life a bit more difficult.
Yeah, that actually, you can't
He was able to get his ult off that time because the book wasn't on him.
Yeah, but
The entire time,
you can't
but,
really...
yeah, you have to be really careful on Wraith King whenever there's a book in the field.
He's just gonna get focused down by the mana burn, the Necro Archer, so we'll have to see if that really throws a wrench into Draw, who, by the way, again, this is supposed to be a core Wraith King. He's sitting below half in terms of the net worth chart now. He's got a Blink and he's got a Maelstrom, and that's great, but level 3 ultimate is going to be huge, and just another item, any real item would be super beneficial for him at this point. And there's no real mobility item coming up for the Scout Mage. He just has 2 Null Talismans and an Arcane. And all of a sudden on your supports here, Immune is still sitting on treads, yes, but Zubas with a Blink Dagger is really starting to become a force here. He's almost past level 11 into level 12, and getting to a level 3 ultimate would be even bigger. But that's still ways away. Because
of that teamfight, Immune's got rank 2 swap now, which is a lot better against Enigma. Like the rank 1, you can just get disabled some way by either silence or stun. But rank 2, you have that extra 250 range to get the swap off while he's holding.
And, well, this game's starting to get a bit closer for Hellraisers. And actually bring it back about, from 7,500 to 5,000 in net worth deficit. Denial's still in the lead, but not by as much. Desolator, however, has found it's found its way onto Weaver, so That's a huge item. That's some right click right there.
Another important item that you always see against Clockwork, but isn't actually in this game yet, is Force Staff.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the Sand King's gonna be able to make one because Dread's working on Sheepstick right now.
It has to be the Sand King because there's no way Mune's getting that farm.
I'm really surprised that Yoki decided to go for Aghanim's this game for BKB. I saw the point booster and then I thought, okay, he's died twice now where he could have lived with the BKB. Maybe he'll just get a BKB. Nope, he really wants the Aghanim's to up his ult.
Yeah, he will be tankier to be fair, so he might be able to survive through those 2 silences.
If he gets Skywrath Mage ulted and he's not surviving.
Yeah. I mean, this is all theoretical, so...
Yeah, that's right.
At the same time, though, I mean, I agree with you. I think BKB is probably the better option. Hook shot onto Artstyle, but he's got an active Scepter, so... that was anticlimactic.
Just like, I'm gonna let him know I'm here. Just say hi. But there was a Roshan attempt that was going on by Denial, kind of like a half-ass Roshan attempt, and it got scouted up by Trans and Bugs. Now they're going back in again. This time they're coming to it.
Yeah, Exorcism gets popped.
He's going 2 DP ult.
He's gonna be level 3 minutes. Artstyle's coming in, and you can see he's trying to get work here. He's giving it silence as well. Swap on, of course. Oh, the Exorcism blowing up Artstyle. He can't get his ult off. Unbelievable. And now Mune's gonna get focused down as well. The Wraith King ultimate does come out. Yoki blinks away. Time to finish Rose, boys.
And meanwhile, Sand King was up in the Dire jungle.
He's looking for a pickoff on mid, but his blink's on cooldown currently. So, Denial, they maybe don't know this is coming. Hook shot, no, it's gonna go in. That'll be on Yoki. Can they get it off? Absolutely. They were looking for the black hole. They couldn't do so. There's the epicenter going through. Barrage Strike connects onto 2. Look at the damage, but that went BKB, black hole onto everybody. Now Duba's getting caught in it. Will they bring him down? They cannot. Their charge is gonna go, however. Won't kill him. Paris is going to get hit with the boulder toss, cycling up in the air. Black hole now is on. Oh, Funzy gets in with the Crypt Storm at the last second to get the kill. Unbelievable. Yoki now going to get out as well, but he pops the regen rune first, and he will make it away. But it's still a huge fight, and Roche going for Denial. However, Black Hole is now on cooldown, and so is Reincarnation for 96 seconds. Exorcism on cooldown for 50, and they're pushing into this, by the way. Now it's low down, so.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I don't think they'll continue though.
No, that's
DP
it.
for 40 seconds. Surprisingly, DP didn't get a drum this game. You see drum a lot of the time on DP because when you have phase drum Yules, when you activate phase, you're at 520 on move speed, where 522 is haste rune status. But he chose to not get one this game. He wanted to get that BKB up as soon as possible, which makes sense. And now he's working on a Shiva's.
I've seen a lot of Death Prophets go for just phase into Yule Scepter, and less and less of the drum as time has moved on. That's not to say I don't see it at all. I see it enough, so I think for Funzy, he just wants to be able to stay alive in these fights with this BKB. He's got the Shiva's Guard now coming out. There's the Aghanim Scepter done for the Brewmaster for Yoki, and Dubas has got his Force Staff, so that's what you're talking about against the clock.
Artstyle's stuck. He doesn't have his ult up or TP scroll. He gets swapped out.
Yeah.
And then breaks the trees, so me can walk out now. That was some interesting cogs. He got pushed like halfway up the cliff and then down, so it didn't break the trees.
Clockwork hook shot, not level 3. The range wasn't there for that last hook shot. He's very close to his level 3. Speaking of which, they have level 3 ultimate coming out for Funzy now. And they can take fights at this point in time with the level 3 ultimate. So difficult to fight into. Artstyle, silence. Lincoln Sphere was broken by Malefice, but they can't use him, or can they? It was on cooldown.
Just cooldown. They have range
oh, empty center going. Harris still alive, does get the hook shot off on Dubas. There's the silence going through. Now the Exorcism. This could be a poor fight. Dubas should fall here. It looks like he will. Dread going, and he gets a kill on the Clockwork finally, but Dread's gonna try to take it away, but there's the Yule Scepter. That's too aggressive, Dread, my friend. You are gonna fall. Double kill for Funzy. Nicely done. And they're chasing right after Yoki, it looks like. But he's gonna make it away.
3 for 1 in the Aegis.
That's probably worth it.
That's definitely worth it.
No,
or
the Aegis, it was
fake
Reincarnation.
Aegis.
Yeah. His fake
Aegis.
Aegis.
Rank 3.
So it's 60 seconds, so he still has Aegis to work with. Now,
I'm surprised that they gave the Aegis to Wraith King.
Yeah. They could have given it to the
It's not
Death
like-
maybe, or
If you're trying to push base with this Aegis, you're not gonna be able to have a Wraith King just sit there and do considerable amounts of the tower with his items. He kind of tickles building.
he really does.
Although, I guess DP, you've got enough defensive items that you don't really feel like you need it on him.
Well, he went for Shivas. Maybe he's gonna go for the Heart next, or Bloodstone. I think either of those items are gonna keep him alive a lot longer. So he's got to get those items up next and quickly.
Probably Heart and then Refresher.
So for Hellraisers, I mean, this aggro tip for Yoki could be big. I think we've seen it once already, but he's still only level 2 in the ultimate. Hellraisers, Art Style, Ancient Seal, Mystic Flare. They're gonna grab another kill. Nicely done again on the Weaver going down.
Good force staff from Zachka to break the
Radiant's
weapons.
bottom tower is under attack.
Big push from the in. Late Morale going in. There's the hook shot, doesn't connect, but they do get 2 in the cogs, and that's including the Bruling. But they do lose the Wraith King. Force out from Paris. There's the Shiva's Guard. Dread trying to sprout up QSTF Bunsey. He does get it off, but there's the Wraith Fire Blast. Dread getting chased down. The stun from the Boulder Toss. Hook shot. I think it missed. I'm not sure who it went on the backside here. Looks like they're going for Dubas, and they will grab that kill with the Ancient Seal. Yoki gets out. Triple kill now coming out from 3-0. 4 dead.
The only thing all of that is Nicholas
Radiant's
Book 3 did
bottom
not have a
tower
TP
is under
scroll. He
attack.
just pushed on the bottom tier 2 tower.
And he gets the tier 1 mid, I believe, unless that might end the
The
way
tier
a
2
lot.
mid died a while ago.
Yeah,
Right
well,
after they got right after a fight.
well, so the tier 2 down bottom goes, and
I'm surprised there's a Necro 3 on.
oh, it's good. It's gonna be able to push
It's
that.
definitely good, yeah. Might go for
Whip is gonna maybe have to be used here. In fact, it will. And this one's back up in about 25 seconds. No split kill on the Brewmaster. That's the important thing. Weaver can still pump up damage here, but they're gonna lose a set of racks, it looks like, at the very least. Maybe not. Yoki jumps in. Brawl still has his one reincarnation, and that's it. He's gonna get forced in and slow them down even further. They really want this. Here comes Matt. He has hold, by the way. He's gonna use it. It's on immune only, but it will get the kill. He's done. Ancient Seal, that'll be on Dubas right now. He was actually channeling his Epicenter, and he got silenced before he could get it off. Hook shot in. Dubas is about to fall. Paris taking a lot of damage. Dubas with the urn. He will go down. Meanwhile, Miona from draw doing work. Everyone is dying for Hellraisers right now. This might be it. They lose the set of racks. Dread's getting Malafized here. Still taking a lot of damage from the Necro Warrior. There's going to be a scepter up in the air. Next going to fly Crypt to him as well. Dread silenced up Shiva's Guard. And it's a team wipe. Hellraisers lose all 5. And GG is called. Denial with a fantastic game. Fantastic series. Taking 2-0 up against Hellraisers, who played a pretty solid game in their own way.
They did. They went with balls and aggression this game, but it was doing okay with it. They had one really bad team fight when they were getting pushed on the tier 2 top, and they brought it back a little bit with their really good team fight on their tier 2 mid, but DP is too strong. They couldn't really deal with the DP well enough.
Mm-hmm.